Welcome to the content walkthrough for IBM's Knowledge Accelerator for Insurance. Available with Watson Knowledge Catalog on Cloud Pak for Data. This video provides a walkthrough of the extensive coverage in this product for the insurance domain. The top-level category view for the content includes 4 categories: the business core vocabulary, business performance indicators, business scopes, and the industry alignment vocabulary. Business core vocabulary is a comprehensive collection of insurance-specific terminology, organized into categories reflecting key categories of insurance business terms. There are more than 10,500 business terms covering a wide variety of terminology within the insurance industry domain. Business performance indicators include an extensive set of insurance KPIs, arranged in business-focused performance analysis groups. They include over 5,000 measures grouped within over 350 performance areas that can be used to document and govern reporting and analytical data. The business scopes category includes collections of business terms that address specific use cases at a finer grain than the business core vocabulary categories. There are more than 50 of these business scopes. Finally, industry alignment vocabularies include terms from data standards, reporting standards, and regulations that are often used by insurers for compliance. There are 13 different external standards and regulations covered, incorporating more than 6,500 terms. Navigating to the business core vocabulary, 24 business core categories are displayed, with coverage of terms across the insurance domain. These categories include a mix of general categories such as accounting and cash flow, and insurance-specific categories such as claim, specification, and product, physical object, or structure. 23 of these subcategories reflect the core business terms that describe the types of terms that insurance organizations are interested in. For example, accounting covers account balances and accounting-related data. Activity covers all types of activities, both insured activities like hobbies, or activities and processes within the organization. Agreement and agreement change and agreement components cover types of insurance policies and how they are changed and decomposed into agreement components. Events include loss events or organization events. And specification and product includes terms that describe the configuration of products and agreement specifications, and so on. These business subject categories are primary or owning categories for terms and are designed to help you understand the glossary of terms that are put together and will make it easier to find the terms when you need it for your project. In addition to these 23 business terms subcategories, the reference data category contains the list of hundreds of available insurance reference data sets that can be used with data classes to profile data sources and govern data. There are thousands of reference data values or codes associated with reference data sets, as can be seen here with accident fault and its associated values. Reference data sets are related back to core business terms, and they can also be extended or customized with reference data values from your own data sources. Let's go back and take a closer look at one of the business subject areas, physical structure. You can see that many of these business subject areas contain hundreds of terms within them. If we look at the business term building, you can see that it's a concept term. A concept can have property terms associated with it. These describe the characteristics of the concept. They are related to the concept with a has part of relationship. Concepts can also be typed and organized into hierarchies, as in a building is a type of structure. If we go to the term structure, you can see that other types of structures also exist. For example, the term garage. Let's look at one of the property terms associated with a building. For example, the term occupancy. You can see that it has a classification label of property and a data type of reference data. This property has reference data sets associated with it, with different types of occupancy types, which can be customized or extended for your particular project. Looking at some of the other characteristics of terms, you can see terms can have secondary categories. In this case, the occupancy term is included in a number of product business scopes and industry alignment scopes. Terms are mapped to industry alignment vocabularies, and here the occupancy term is the equivalent term in the business core vocabulary for the regulation or standard term. You can also see the measures that are derived from business terms like occupancy. The relationship from measures to business terms helps show what governed data is needed to derive the measure. One final area to look at is in relation to how the WKC data classes are already linked up to the business terms. If you look at a term like bank account number, you can see that the data classes are already mapped and they can be leveraged to govern your data. Let's now look at the business performance indicators. There are 17 top-level performance areas covering a variety of different information needs. The over 5,000 measures are also included in performance analysis groups to document specific reporting requirements. Let's now look at one of those performance analysis terms, the digital renewal analysis term. When I drill into the digital insight area and to the digital renewal analysis group, I can see how performance areas are used to group measure terms around an information requirement. All the terms or dimensions that the measure terms can be analyzed by, like distribution channel, are shown. Measure terms are related to performance analysis terms through the has part of relationship. Measure terms like number of previous claims, shown here, are derived from the business core vocabulary terms. Alternatively, measures can be calculated from other measures, like the measure term premium as a percentage of disposable income. In such cases, the formula is also populated to outline the calculation itself. Now let's look at business scopes. There are many of these collections of business terms provided to help with more specific project requirements. The top-level categories include claim management, which covers all aspects of processing claims, accidents, claims data, and analytics. Customer and policy management, which covers all aspects of acquiring customers, maintaining customers, policy information, digital customer journeys, and customer insight. Risk management and reporting, which covers collections of business terms for risk management and solvency, financial reporting, and investment management. And finally, product and channel management, which covers collections of business terms for various products and includes 30 scopes for particular products like business interruption, or more general categories such as all product components to help guide building your own scope of product terms. This area is also covering channel management and terms related to insurance distribution. Finally, we'll walk through the industry alignment vocabularies category, which contains a number of different industry alignment areas. For example, the California Consumer Privacy Act, or CCPA, which contains both the structure of the regulation in the document sections, the terms or phrases found in the document known as document terms, and the groupings of document terms around the main themes of regulation, such as personal data in the term groups section. Each industry alignment can have a different structure and is dependent on that particular requirement. Finally, there are alignment scopes, which are a collection of business core vocabulary relevant for that particular requirement. If I search for the document terms such as categories of personal information, which was found in the regulation, you can see that it is mapped back to the core business term personal data category. The core business term personal data category is also actually mapped to another regulation, the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, and is used as an axis of analysis for some data protection performance analysis. This shows how business core terms are designed to help translate external requirements into a common glossary, which can then be used to support multiple requirements. There are also other alignment areas that contain only the collection of business core vocabulary terms considered important for that alignment area. but where the structure of the alignment area and its detailed specification are not included. One example here is the alignment scope for the business vocabulary terms for the International Association of Insurance Supervisors Fraud Guidelines. This concludes the walkthrough for the Knowledge Accelerator for Insurance. Thank you for watching.